While the soccer world attempts to revive itself amid the coronavirus pandemic, those involved in youth soccer across the United States are cementing their next move, building on the foundation of the former Development Academy and matching the youth systems of the rest of the world. CBS sports writer Roger Gonzalez believes the best path for player development on the boys' side is pretty simple: go to Europe.
So while we've seen a lot of improvements with MLS academies, those are all great places to start. But I think for a lot of the players, they know that going to Europe at a young age is the most important factor in improving.
With success in Europe being the ultimate goal, Gonzalez says financially, Major League Soccer can take advantage of a player's quality and market their league as a stepping stone toward their ambitions.
The younger they are, the better they are, the sooner they go to Europe. A lot of it comes down to finances as well, wanting to hold on to these guys and get what they can for them when they inevitably leave. I think overall, they would obviously like to have these young talents stay, but the reality is right now that if they're really, really good, before long, they'll be on their way to Europe.
Shortly after the DA ceased operations, MLS released a statement announcing their own version of a youth league, while on the girls' side, former DA teams have migrated back to the ECNL and a new startup called the Girls Academy. Still, this reflects a pay-to-play system that has haunted youth soccer for years.
It's hard because not every family has the economic resources. I can only imagine the players that maybe fall through the cracks and that don't get spotted. I remember growing up in Charlottesville and playing against kids from all over who maybe didn't have the economic resources to play travel, but they were so much better than a lot of the players we were playing with.
Professional women's soccer player Kelsey Irwin agrees that the stigma in the U.S. of throwing loads of money into your child's development ends up hurting the American game in the process.
You look at parts of Africa and people are playing on the roads. Like, people grow up to love the game. There's parents in the U.S. who will pay for their kids to do this and that, all to get them to college, as opposed to the kid genuinely just loving the game.
According to Gonzalez, the pay-to-play system is quite the opposite from the European model.
Overseas, if you're good enough and you get spotted, you don't have to worry too much about paying. It's the clubs that are going to pay you. A lot of these clubs go above and beyond to make it work for these players. And in the U.S., when you have to pay so much to play, it certainly isn't an ideal system.
The future of youth soccer in the United States is still partially up in the air. However, a flip of the switch could lead to long-term success and a pipeline for both the senior men's and women's national teams. This is Emily Gray reporting.